Welcome, race fans, back this week with Manning Electric Super Speedway Series. They are out here with the Xfinity cars on Daytona tonight with the new day-to-night transition. As you can see, it's starting to get darker here. The lights should be popping on any time. Matter of fact, they might be some of them coming on already, but the sun is setting. So we will be into nighttime here, probably about the time they get to the green flag here. So they got about 6 minutes left in practice here. Tonight on MaxSpeedTV, we had the Drive for Suicide Prevention Xfinity Series, also the OP Racing Throwback Series. So those are, I believe, in progress right now. So you got your pick your poison, which one you want to watch. Coming up tomorrow night, we have a double duty here for me. Coming up tomorrow night is the Laura Xfinity Series, followed by the Toys for Tots. That is a charity race for Toys for Tots. Folks, you got to tune in for that. That is a pay to get in. There is prizes involved in that, and man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a good one. I can't wait for that one. It'll be double duty for me tomorrow night. All right, let's run down through the points tonight. I do want to mention that I do have Matt Johnson in the booth with me. Matt, good to have you there, brother. I didn't want to forget you.
Yeah, it's good to be here, Rudy, and it's going to be a good show here tonight.
Oh, I believe it. Yes, I do agree. All right, well, let's run down through the points here real quick before we go too much further. Mark Johnson still holding on to the points lead there. Only 16 points ahead of second place Harry Tiller. Now, I don't know. Has Harry been in there yet? Yeah, he's in there. Oh, boy. Daniel Holloway in third, 20 points back. Daniel Jackson in fourth, 29 points behind. Scott Warren in fifth, 40 points back. Joseph Burton in sixth place, 52 points back. Eric Green in seventh, 53 points back. Daniel Harrington in eighth place, 58 points behind. James Peterson in ninth, 66 points behind. And Alex Kinsler in 10th place, 68 points behind the leader, Mark Johnson. Matt?
All righty. So as we get into 11th here, we got Alexandra Russell just ahead of that cutoff spot, which mentioned tonight is the Chase cutoff race for this league. So he's in 11th, and the final transfer position on the playoff field will be TJ Buck going into the night. Now he is back from the leader, 90 points, but he's 2 points to the good for the playoffs. Justin Levine will be 13th. He will be 2 points, as I said, off of TJ Buck for that Chase grid. 14th will be PJ O'Leary, and he will be around, I believe it's 11 points off the playoff grid.
Right.
So that'll be your three playoff contenders. Really close there. Then you got Richard Reagan at 15th. John LeBombard in 16th. 17th will be Chris Akers. Gary Champion, unfortunately, I didn't see him here tonight. He'll be 18th. 19th will be Jeffrey Muir. And 20th will be Ted Manning there, Rudy.
Yeah, Ted just rolling into the top 20 here, but boy, I'll tell you, he has got a ton of work to do if he's ever going to make it in there. And mathematically, I don't think he's going to be able to make it to the chase. So.
Yeah, mathematically, I think he's out.
Yep. Well, looking at the race here tonight, they do have a 6 mile an hour wind, 5 mile an hour, bouncing around there a little bit, kind of out of the northeast. And they're going to be doing 80 laps here tonight, 200 miles. Tire window, now these are approximate. They could actually make it the whole way here, 80 laps on the same set of tires. But I put 50 to 75. Fuel window, about 40 to 50 laps here. And pit road speed, 60 miles an hour. And look at them temperatures. 68-degree air temperature, 68-degree track temperature. No humidity, no fog, nothing to impede any visual things out there. Boy, and that wind. Look that. Oh, man. It just jumped up to 14 miles an hour. Whoa.
Yeah, Rudy. And I got a little bit. I actually covered a race here on Tuesday evening. Pretty much the same wind direction and wind speeds.
Right.
The problem is, yes, you can run tires the whole way. But the problem that the drivers in that race were telling me, the colder the track got, the tighter the car got, and the harder it was as the tire was more to hold that car around the apron.
Sure, yeah.
So tires may actually be a little bit of an issue here tonight.
Oh, well, okay. Well, you know, I did hear somebody saying that the other day about, boy, after about 10 laps, it just seems like the cars started getting kind of tight. So we'll see how they go here. Lots of grip out there with only 68-degree track temperature and 68-degree air temperature. So there's going to be a lot of grip. Thing that these guys are going to have to really watch out for, Matt, is how hard they push, how close they keep the back of that car to somebody. We've seen them do it in the past here, pop some motors on these things by overheating them, and they got to be extra careful not to let that happen tonight.
Yeah, you do. The way iRacing, the fans of iRacing understand kind of how this works. It's a little different than real life. As soon as that motor goes hot, you don't have to run all the fluids out of it.
Right.
As soon as it goes hot, it's pretty much, it could pop right there.
Right.
The way they've got it modeled is not exactly the way it would be in real life, but it's close enough.
Right.
Real life, you'd run all the fluid out of the car first.
All right, well, we're going to step away and play the national anthem, folks. We'll be right back with qualifying underway.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying underway here. Nobody's turned in a time, but boy, the skies are darkening here at Daytona International Speedway. Temperatures are dropping, and it's starting to look like race time here at Daytona. So I can't wait to get this underway. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it very much. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if it's your first time here on MaxSpeedTV. You can check out our full schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com, and also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. We do broadcast 7 nights a week, as you can tell by our schedule on our website there. Pretty much, now with the holidays coming up, we are going to have a little bit of a lull time there. A lot of leagues are off for the holidays, as everybody else will. But we do have a few items going on, so just stay tuned to the website or the Facebook page, and we'll keep you apprised of any changes in the schedule. So, but Manning Electric on tap here tonight. Last race before the chase. Next week starts the chase, folks. And man, it has been an interesting season here, I gotta say. It has been really fun. Looks like right now Brian Neal's on the pole so far. Lots of guys out there turning laps. Mark Johnson, our points leader, just topped the leaderboard. There it is right there, folks. Topped the leaderboard with a... Oh, and he got beat by Alexander Russell. 84 one-thousandths of a second quicker than Mark Johnson. EJ Buck in third. Boy, TJ, man, he has been on rails this season, and he has been one of the guys. He's kind of like he reminds me of a Chris Akers, that Chris is actually the guy that pushes everybody to the front every week, and when it comes his time to get to the front, nobody's there to push him. So Brian, Brian, I got Brian on the mind here. Matt, what are you expecting here tonight? You expecting maybe a quick caution, or what do you think? What do you expect here tonight out of these guys?
My experience would say probably a 15 lap run to start out with. Probably get our first yellow around 15, 20. I think you'll see a little bit of a run to start us off with. And it depends on how the cars change, Rudy. But with tires possibly being an issue of losing the handle, that can really cause problems for these guys. Sure. Keep in mind, this field really changed things up now. Never before did we really have to worry about tires at a Daytona or Talladega. Now, for people to understand, it's not going to gain you speed per se. Right. It'll just gain you mobility within the pack.
True, true. All right, Harry Tiller coming around here. If he's just barely going to make it into the qualifying line here, I believe. Oh, he didn't make it.
Oh,
you talk about close.
Feel kind of bad for him there.
Oh, I know it. He just waited just a little bit too long to turn in that qualifying time. All right, let's run down through the starting grid. All right, the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Alexander Russell taking the pole away from Mark Johnson, our points leader. With a great lap time there of 49.031. Congratulations to Alexander for grabbing the pole. Second place on the outside of the first row there will be Mark Johnson, our points leader. In row 2, we got TJ Buck in third and Daniel Holloway coming in fourth. In row 3, PJ O'Leary in fifth. Chris Akers, the big pusher out there, pushes everybody to the front, and when it comes time for him, nobody wants to push him. But he is always there. He'll be starting in the sixth place. In row 4, Tyler McWhirter in seventh and Brian Niels eighth. In row 5, Joey Amanta in ninth and Daniel Jackson in 10th place. Matt?
All right, starting 11th, you got Scott Warren. 12th, you got Justin Levine there. 13th is going to be Eric Green. 14th will be Ted Manning. 15th will be Mitch Beaver. 16th, you got Chris Brown. 17th will be Harry Tiller. Of course, he did not turn a lap, unfortunately for him. Matt
Kleinschmidt
will start 18th. 19th will be Frank Scobrin. 20th will be Jeffrey Meir. 21st will be Kevin Spencer. 22nd will be Randy Post. 23rd will be Jonathan Platt. 24th will be Jim Peterson. And 25th will be Anthony Kissweather. I think I got it right this week. Dan Harrington will be 26th. And Alex Kinsler, 27th. And Jody Burton, 28th on the field. Wow, that's a big field, Rick.
Yes, it is. Big field it is, man. These guys are ready to rock and roll.
Well, I'm looking forward to this. Here we go. Get these cars rolling, Rudy, and we'll get ready for one heck of a race. You know, Rudy, I got to be honest with you. I'm pulling for Chris Akers there. I want to see him get to the lead. He pushes everybody, man.
I want to see him get a win. That's what I want to see him. He is such a hard charger and stays right with everybody, and he is there every single day. And man, I'm telling you, every week no big surprise to see him up in the front battling for that front position and pushing a lot of people to the lead. So yeah, I want to see that Reese's Peanut Butter Cup car in victory lane. Maybe today's the day, Matt.
Maybe so. And before we get going, Green, here, I want to give a personal thanks for this week because everybody out here just watching them, Rudy, has made me a better plate racer.
Yeah.
Just from me watching them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these guys can really get it done.
Alrighty.
Well, you want to have the honors and get them going first thing out of the mat? Get them going. All right.
Alrighty. Well, I off on the pace car. They'll roll around here. First time day to night for these guys. We'll see what's going to happen. It's almost completely dark.
Temperatures have dropped.
Yeah, so here, it's going to be a crazy night. So here we go for the Manning Electric Super Speedway Series coming at you live on MaxSpeedTV. Pace cars down, and we will turn them green here at Daytona. Wow, the outside line there got a good jump, bud.
It sure did. They get all lined up there. Mark Johnson jumping right out ahead. Needs a little help up there on that high side, though.
Oh, he definitely does. He needs more cars than this.
Yes, and look who's up there with them. Daniel Holloway and Chris Akers.
Oh, boy.
Yes, sir. And the inside line gets a good run there coming out of the corner. Alexander Russell and Mark Johnson in a drag race down the backstretch. Yeah,
they're going to be dead even for, well, he's pulling ahead a little bit. 48 of Mark Johnson trying to pull ahead. You got the 21 right with him here, Rudy.
Yes, sir. And 84 there, TJ Buck. Another great pusher, but he led a lot of laps last week, so let's see what he can do. Let's ride along here with Chris Akers as they get going. Down the backstretch, you'll see Chris putting that Reese's Peanut Butter Cup car right up against the Kellogg's Cornflakes. I don't think you'd want Reese's Peanut Butter Cups in your cornflakes, would you?
No, I don't think so.
It wouldn't taste too good, I don't think. Tyler McWhirter in 6th place right now on the inside row here, trying to reel in that front group. But we got about a 5-car breakaway there, just a little, but they are closing the gap back up. And Tyler will join them and now make it a 6-car group in the front. Joey Amanta. And keep your eye on Scott Warren here, Matt, because we know what Scott can do. He usually doesn't start up in the front like this. He usually kind of starts toward the back, but he's up in the front today, maybe trying to avoid some wrecks or something.
Yeah, done a good job qualifying, got that car up front. You know, a nice pack up front here. Of course, you got Chris on the outside, TJ Buck on the bottom. 2 really good pushers.
Where's Mark Johnson going? Well below the line. No.
They're dropping back, Rudy.
He's going back. He's going back to pick up Alexander Russell. I don't know. Them two may be joining forces here. They both led a lap, and they said, okay, that's enough. I'm going to let somebody else lead. And Daniel Holloway takes over the point. Definitely will take that bonus point because he needs it.
Yeah, Daniel does too. Look at TJ Buck up here trying to get him a bonus point as well.
Yes,
now,
sir.
He's in that battle for 12 right now. So he really needs these points for running.
Oh, yeah, he could use every bonus point he could get out there today to make it into that cutoff. And he goes to the outside in front of Chris Akers. Everybody wants to be in front of Chris Akers. And oh my gosh, Chris can push him. He's going to push him to get that bonus point. You can bet on it.
Yeah, Chris will push him out here, guys. That will be one bonus point if he can make it.
He wanted to come down, but he had such a good run there. He's staying up there with Chris. And TJ Buck's going to get it. Yes, he's going to get a bonus point. Cha-ching!
All right, that's one bonus point. That puts it 3 to the good.
Yes, sir.
Justin will be. As they run right now, guys, I will try to keep you posted the best I can all night long on this point situation. All right, Rudy.
It don't get it.
That was a wreck in there behind.
Oh, no. I'm trying to catch up to him. Oh, my gosh. I think it was that Alexander Russell? Mark Johnson almost got into that. I can't even catch up to who that was. Let me see if I can.
Alexander Russell was involved.
All right, we're gonna go on board with him, and we're gonna see if we can figure out what happened here. It looked like somebody may have hooked somebody.
I'm going back now, Rudy, to check on it for you. as well. It's crazy already out here.
All right. Oh, it happened well up in front of them. Ted Manning was involved in that. So we're going to go back one more time here and see if we can figure out what happened to Ted Manning. I got to find him again. Here he is. All right, he's up on the high side here. I'm not sure if it was a problem clearing somebody or what the deal was here, but we're going to see. Okay, 411, he got such a huge run. Wow, that inside line got a run. So trying to find it here, and he may have just got caught up in somebody else's mess here, because I see these guys are kind of sawing on each other up in the front, and that is exactly what's going to happen right there into the wall, and bounces off of the wall, comes down across the 77 of who is that? Brian Niels, and that's going to put Ted Manning into the inside wall, and I'm telling you, he hit it hard right on the nose. But Brian Niels involved in that. Golly, man. A lot of tore up cars. Well, they do have one reset here.
Yeah, they do. Now, keep in mind, Alexandra was involved. He's involved in that points battle as well. He's sitting in 11. So you've got to keep an eye on this, Rudy. You know, if you're these drivers, you've got to be thinking about this. We've already seen one guy get up there and lead a lap.
Yep.
Involved in that. So now he's set the precedent. Okay, can he go up there and lead the most laps? That's the next question.
Well, we're going to find out here in just a minute. We got Ted Manning in here. Ted, tell us what happened out there, brother.
Oh, I don't know, man. The wind is just absolutely insane out here. It's throwing our cars all around. So wind's not helping us at all.
Yeah, we did see that.
Yeah, all I saw was two cars. I saw a car hit the wall in front of me, so I moved a little bit low, hoping that I could get around them, and then they ended up touching and wrecking, and they just came. There's nowhere for me to go, so I just got caught right up in it.
Well, how bad was the car? Is it going to be repairable, or are you going to have to use your reset?
I had to use my reset. My car was almost on the verge of blown up. So, Yep. So I had to use that. So it's whatever. We'll bounce back. I'll be starting in the back. I got a feel of how it's gonna go, so I'll be able to take it pretty easy, and hopefully we don't get caught up in the next one.
All right. Well, good luck out there, Ted. That's about the only advice I can give you.
Thank you so much, Rudy. I appreciate it.
All right. Very good. Very good. Oh, he's going to get caught back up. He's going to be restarting in 16th. Now, the front 11 did not come to pit road. So we do have guys that did not come to pit road. So that's going to throw them off a little bit on fuel strategy, Matt.
Yeah, it will. It'll throw them off, 8 or 10 or so laps on fuel here. So that's going to be interesting. On another note, the one car of Justin Levine just comes back down pit road again. Looks like he just topped off on fuel. So keep that in mind now. Lap 8 or so is his stop.
Right.
So again, that's going to put you on a little bit different strategy. You're still pretty much on what I would consider a one-stop race if you ran it all the way to your fuel gauge. So it's not changing much. It does change a little bit, so we'll see. Well,
the only one that is a lap down is Anthony Keysweater. I'm not sure exactly how he got a lap down, but yeah, that's kind of odd that we even had it on lap 8, somebody a lap down, but could have been a slow start or something and he got lapped. But back up front, Daniel Holloway, TJ Buck on the front row. Lights are out. We're going green this time, Matt.
Yeah, we are, Rudy. And if you look at TJ Buck, who he's got on that back bumper, that's going to be Chris Akers. Well known for pushing, so look for that outside line to be strong on this restart. Absolutely, yes. That is definite. I agree 100% with that statement. All righty, Rudy. Well, let's turn them loose this time. All right. Captain Crunch car is probably getting ready to be pushed to the moon here. Here we go. Pace car just about ready to head to pit road. The skies are getting darker by the minute. Pace car's in, waiting on that green.
And green, 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 we're off and going here at Daytona. Man, get up to speed. Got some cars blinking there a little bit on the restart.
Yeah, that was the 67 of Tyler there that blinked there for just a moment on him. Chris now really up in the back bumper of the 84. You can see Tyler not really at the 21 angle as much as he could be.
Right.
Going to get that outside line, a little momentum off the corner.
And Jonathan Platt now coming from 23rd up to 4th position, folks. This is where it kind of brought some of the guys from the back of the field up to the front. And Tyler McWhirter going backwards as they're starting to get single file. TJ Buck, Chris Akers take over the lead. Jonathan Platt in 3rd. He goes to the high side looking for some company up there. And he may get it.
Yeah, he'll get some help here. Looks like he's going to get a line of cars starting to line up there. The 21, it should be interesting to see what Dangle does if he hop up there. Looks like he's going to stay to the bottom with the 4 and 84 TJ Buck and Chris Akers. They'll stay on the bottom.
Eric Green into the mix. He's into 7th place after starting 13th. This is the closest he's been to the front today. Daniel Harrington, another back runner that started in the back of the field, up to 26.
And some high movers here early in this one, Rudy. A lot of people gaining a lot of spots.
Keeping an eye on Randy Post coming from 22nd to 8th. Last week he got wrecked out there, did not complete the race. Trying to make amends and come back this week. He's not in the points, not racing for the championship. And Chris Akers to the lead, and he just led his first lap of the race.
Good job for Chris. He got out front. He got back down in front of TJ. That might have been a swap there, Rudy. If you think about the heat on the front of that 4 car, he's been pushing awful hard since the restart. So,
yep. Two of my favorite paint schemes. 2 of my 3 favorite paint schemes out front, but TJ Buck also. So all 3 of them out front here. I love the Reese's, Captain Crunch, and the Kellogg's Cornflakes. The Kellogg's Cornflakes there run by Daniel Holloway. And off the middle, Chris Akers.
The 21 got in the fence off the 4. That's stacked the wall up.
Yeah. And Chris Akers took advantage of that, went to the high side. Looks like he's going to pull Jonathan Platt along with him.
Got Platt right there in that 43 machine. He's going to be right on the back bumper of Akers. Meanwhile, the 21 falling back with no help.
Yeah,
he's going to fall way back.
Yep. He's going to have to fall in behind. It looks like the number 350 there, Alex Kinzer, up on the high side. He's got a little a little tire paint on his number there, so they've had some contact. TJ Buck, yeah. Chris Akers, and it's going to be Chris Akers at the line leading another lap.
Good job from Chris, just hanging in there. TJ doing a good job on the bottom as well. Everybody hold their line. Nice steady right now. Nobody really doing anything crazy. No real reason to this early.
And no stage racing here, folks. No stage racing. This is just flat out racing. So it's going to be fun to watch and see how these guys do coming down to the checkered flag at the end. Pit stops looming in the distance here. Probably, I'm going to say probably 40 laps away, 35 to 40 laps away. Some of these guys in the front did not pit, so they're going to be looking at pit stops here probably in about the next 25 to 30 laps.
Yeah, a little different strategy for everybody here, but they'll get all that worked out. Right now, Chris Akers is hanging the bottom. Got TJ Buck all over him, and what I'm seeing is 2 strong race cars right now.
Yes, sir.
TJ Buck and Chris Akers. And Tyler, too. Tyler looks to have a strong car, especially sucking up to the back bumper of the car in front of him.
Yes, sir. He's leaving just enough air there to let some air into the radiator, not get it too hot, but stay in the draft of him. Jonathan Platt on the high side, working that high side. Was hoping Alex Kinsler would get up there a little tighter with him, and TJ Buck drops to the high side.
Yeah, TJ's going to hop up in front of 43 of Jonathan Platt, and TJ Buck will lead that lap.
Yes, he will. Nice lap, too. And the lights have turned on here, folks, so we're starting to see a lot more of the cars not that dark, gloomy, that transition from day to night there before the lights turn on. Now they're pretty under the lights. I love these cars under the lights. Let's go back here to another pack that's run way back. Ted Manning, which was involved in that wreck, has got himself back into the mix of things here, 15th. And doesn't look like he's really too anxious to get down into there and move forward right now. I think he sees a storm brewing up there in the front, and he's taking it easier, keeping himself in that buffer zone, I like to call it.
Yes, he is already. Now, keep in mind, Justin Levine coming this race 13th. He's got to get up there and lead a lap. He's going to have to get some points going here, Rudy. Yeah,
he is running back in 13th place, just about where he started. So, yeah, he needs to get up there and lead some laps. You're right.
Yeah, right now as they run, but the bonus points, he would be 3 all, not counting finishing position. So, yeah, he's got to get up through there and gain some points on TJ Buck.
All right, pit stops looming here for the front. We got about 10 or 11 drivers that did not pit, so they'll be looking at pit stops here in about the next 25 to 30 laps. And the rest of the field, probably about another 35 to 40 laps. So they're off about 8 laps here. Some guys pitted, some did not. So a little different fuel strategy for different players out there. And this is good.
Yes, it is. It is most definitely good.
Big run on the outside. Jonathan Platt. What a run that outside line got.
Wow.
Holy smokes, man. And down in front of the Captain Crunch car he goes.
He just got pushed to the moon.
I'm telling you. They had such a huge run on that outside.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Geez.
I'll tell you, that wind is really bobbling these cars around. They were really struggling with that wind. I don't know if we can get... Oh, we got a caution, folks. We got a caution. Joey Amanta going around. Let's see what happened here to Joey. I'm not sure. Could have been a bumper hook. We've been seeing that lately here. A lot of bumper hooks. I hate that for the drivers. It's got to be so, so like frustrating, But let's see what happens here. He's driving along pretty good here. Oh, right there. Oh, the 24 gets into him. And right in front of Mark Johnson, our points leader. I'll tell you what, Mark could not have been any more lucky right there. Let's go back and see. I want to see from Mark. Let me see if I can see this from Mark Johnson's cockpit. I'll bet you he's going to probably have to change his drawers on that one, because they go right up across the front of him. He sees what's going on, tries to cut left, and I'll tell you what, he barely missed that. Barely missed it.
Wow. Now, keep in mind, P.J. O'Leary is in that battle as well for the transfer position, so this definitely don't help his situation. He'll have to use a pressure comparator.
Yep, definitely. Well, everybody's gonna probably come to pit now that some of these guys that had not pitted yet. I would think that they're probably going to be looking at coming down pit road here to get their fuel, fill up with fuel, and probably change tires too, because we're past that 10-lap tire thing where it does make a difference. The cars start getting a little bit tight in the corners, and with that wind blowing like it is, I wanted to check and see what the wind is doing right now. 12 mile an hour out of the north. Good night. 13.
What's weird, Rudy, in all the testing that I've done since the build-up days, the wind has been much more dramatic.
Yep.
All right, we got some cars on pit road here. The 43 of Jonathan Platt is down pit road. Let's see, TJ Buck also on pit road as well. Looks like your points leader, Mark, there is on pit road also in that 48.
And it looks like Dan Harrington is going to stay out. Everybody race off of pit road. Harry Tiller is going to be off pit road first. So he will be our leader. Justin Levine second. Daniel Holloway third, Scott Warren fourth. So let's see if we can get a word in with Harry. We can find Harry Tiller in here. May not be in here.
I don't see him.
Let's talk to Justin Levine then. Justin Levine, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, nice pit stop there, brother. Boy, I'll tell you what, it's picked you right up through the field here quite a bit. So now what do you got to get up there and get a lap led to try to salvage yourself and keep yourself into the points to go into the chase next week?
Right now, I'm just trying to be a little conservative. I think being in front of the guys will definitely play out better. I got my teammate behind me, Holloway and Scott, so I'm going to try to get bonus points as much as I can, and hopefully we're clean at the end and we can win it.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you got some pretty tough guys out there right now, especially that guy right ahead of you. You know, he kind of didn't have a good race last week, but does take over some points here. He's going to lead another lap, so that's gonna help him a lot. But boy, you got a lot of work to do, Justin. Make sure you can make it into the well, how bad is the wind blowing out there? Because that's what we heard out of Ted Manning.
They're super important. Every point you can get, that's maximum points. That's
the wind.
The goal.
The wind. How bad is the wind?
Oh, the
blowing?
wind. I'm sorry. Yes and no. I don't know. In qualifying, you could definitely see like the differences in with the qualifying times. 1 minute somebody's blowing everybody out, and then there's a couple guys in the same like group, and it definitely takes its toll in qualifying. I don't know about with the race. I really don't feel it when it comes to the race. Okay,
well that's good. All right, well good luck out there, Justin. You know, it's about the only advice I can give you. Just try to keep the car clean. You still have your reset, correct?
Yes, I do.
Very good. Save that baby for as long as you can. So, all right, well good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right, Rudy, we're 21 laps into this one. You know what's interesting he said about the wind there? Again, when you're driving these cars, you may not even feel it.
Right.
You're so concentrated on what you're doing, you could realistically not even feel it.
Mm-hmm. Now, Harry Tiller stayed out. He did not pit. Okay, so he's got 13 laps on the tires and 13 laps worth of fuel burn out of that car. So let's see what happens here when we get back to green, because he's gonna be on a total different pit strategy than everybody out there.
Yeah, he will be. He's on a little island by himself here, so we'll see how this works out for him. It's a gutsy call, but you know, it's for him to go for it at this point. You know, you come in with a big cushion as far as the chase goes, the cutoff line. You've got a big cushion going into round one. So, you know, take the chance and go try to get you a win.
Well, he's got some bonus points, and Mark Johnson has not got any bonus points yet. Mark is all the way back in 15th position right now. So, and Mark's not been to the front yet.
No, he hasn't, and, you know, every point matters. You know, you want to stack yourself going into this thing. That way you get the best shot over the next few races.
Right. All right, Matt, we'll get them going this time. This is we're restarting on lap 23.
Yeah, we will. After all, so we're going to be coming down for the green. Again, you know, Rudy, the front row that we've got right now is a strong front row. Got Justin here and Harry on that front row. I really suspect that maybe Harry will jump up to the outside with Justin. I don't know. Daniel's down there as well. That's another strong car. Scott there. So I don't know. You might see that 69 and 1 work together here. All right. Well, after all, if they're going to come through 3 and 4 here, we'll get ready to turn them back racing here. And Harry is your control car, so he can pretty much go. Once that pace car's off, he's going to dictate when they go. So the lights are off. Pace car's going to turn down. Scott there is going to stack right up on Harry's bumper. You'll have Daniel right up on the 1's bumper now. Coming down, looking to see the green flag. Green flag. And we're back racing here. The Manning Electric Super Speedway Series on MaxSpeedTV. 69, Harry Killer jumps out ahead of that number 21 machine of Daniel by about a car length on the outside. Now the 76 and 1, they're going to be tight as they come through 3 and 4.
Yep.
TJ Buck trying to close in as well.
Again this week, Scott Warren up there in the mix of things, pushing the daylights out of Justin Levine, trying to get him to the front. Now, if Justin drops down to the inside, which he may do, he'll drop down in front of Harry Tiller, which he does, and that's going to give the upper line there to Scott Warren. But they need a couple more cars up there, Matt, to pick up that speed.
Yeah, they can't do nothing with 2 cars right now. Up front, Justin's going to run for his life here because he wants to pick up that bonus point, and he does right there.
Yes, sir.
There's that bonus point back.
He got it.
Yeah, he did. That'll even it out now. He'll be 2 off of the playoff grid there.
Yeah,
right
he
now.
needed it. He needed it. Yeah, that's yeah, with battling with TJ Buck, now all he can do is hopefully Alexander Russell, Alex Kinsler, those guys may not finish up into the front or something. Alexander Russell's running in 19th. Alex Kinsler, I seen him earlier. Okay, he's right there with them in 18th. Wow.
Again, PJ O'Leary also was just involved in that accident, so he's back in the place too.
Scott Warren going to collect the bonus point, a much needed one. He is 5th in the points coming into tonight, so every bonus point's going to help him.
Yes, it is. Now the one on the bottom fighting back under TJ Buck. Now these 2 cars racing side by side, that could be your heads-up race to get into shape. Right
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes, sir. I agree. Well, the upper line's starting to work a little bit better now. They've got 4 cars up there. Dan Harrington into the mix here with these guys, just ahead of Daniel Holloway.
All right, now nearly 3 wide there for third. They think better of it. The 82 drop back in line, but the 4 didn't try to push the issue. Now the 84's dropping back. Looks like he tried to drop back to their bumper maybe to get a run. Maybe he lost too much speed as the 4's now right there with him. We know that 4 car is a good pusher. Now Justin Levine jumps up the racetrack.
And TJ Buck comes right up under Justin Levine. Here he goes.
Nice push. That's going to
Yes,
push
sir.
Justin nearly out clear.
And that gets Levine out front. And again, that leaves TJ Buck and Chris Akers, and they've got the 82 there of Dan Harrington. I wanted to note here that Jody Burton started dead last on the field today. Got the Krispy Kreme car up to 9th place. Awesome.
Oh, nice run there.
Who doesn't
Chris
like
Akers going to push the 84 to the lead.
Who doesn't like Krispy Kreme donuts, right?
Exactly. We almost had to crunch up front with the Captain Crunch car as he jumped it down to the bottom, and Levine had to really jump out of the throttle there, not turn.
He sure did. Yeah, Justin Levine. He's hard at work right there, folks. Hard at work.
Yeah, all these guys really working hard right now, Rudy. TJ Buck really getting a big shove out of the one.
And man, the car, that bottom line is looking really strong right now. They got quite the break back to Mark Johnson here. These guys way back, 3.5 seconds behind that lead pack right now. Him and Alexander Russell working together.
Yeah, they are. They're working really well together back there.
But 2 cars are not going to be able to reel them in. They're dropping like crazy here.
No, you need 3, 4, maybe even 5. For reference, the truck, you need about 6. You can do it with about 6 if you're pretty far back, and that even punches a bigger hole in the air than these cars do. So it takes a lot of work to get back up front.
Chris Akers leading another lap. 2 drivers out of the race so far, Joey Amanta and Brian Niels. I'm not sure why they didn't use the resets to stay in it, but Randy Post back in 23rd. He's got He's got a lot of work to do. These guys are 18 seconds behind the lead pack right now. How do you get 18 seconds back? I don't know.
To be honest with you, you don't.
Jonathan Platt, he led a couple of laps, and he's back there with them.
Yeah, their plan is to wait for the race.
I think you're right on that one. Matt Kleinschmidt, now he's in the draft up here with the second pack, but he is 2 laps down.
Yes, he is. Now, my thing is, Rudy, that you might be looking for another wreck, but have they calmed down? Will we see that big, long run?
Right.
That we're kind of used to seeing out of these guys. We've seen it before where they kind of put together a really long run. You know, if you have a 30-lap run at this point, then you're at lap 60, you're nearly at the end of the race at that point.
Yeah, definitely.
80 laps is not a long time around here, really.
No, not if you think about it. I mean, we're only 10 laps from halfway. So, you know, this race has gone by pretty quick, even though we've had a caution.
Yeah, you're running so quick here that you just earn laps. Getting a rhythm, especially if you trust the guys that are around.
2 cautions. My bad. 2 cautions.
Yep, 2 yellows on the evening.
Yep.
Well, look at Chris Akers out there on the outside of the 4 machine trying to fight back.
And he's got a good run there. Good partner hooking up with him there, Dan Harrington.
Dan giving a really good shove. Chris to the bottom.
Yep. And that leaves the upper line for Dan Harrington to get up here and get a bonus point. He could sure use it. He's 8th in the points coming into tonight. And to survive this and stay alive in the chase, he's got to get as many bonus points as he can tonight. And Chris Akers is going to lead that lap.
Yeah, Chris walks away with the lead that lap. Well, good job from him. How many times have we seen him push somebody to the lead and not be able to get there?
Sure, yeah.
So, you know, it's nice to see him up there.
Too many. Scott Warren in 7th. Tyler McWhorter, I know there was a lot of people in chat rooting for Tyler McWhorter last week. And he wound up with not too bad of a finish out of the whole thing. He was inside the top 10, if I remember correctly. Mitch Beaver coming from 15th. He drops it down onto the low side, a little bit below the yellow line, though. You got to stay above that yellow line in the tri-oval, Mitch. Well,
yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Yep.
One.
Oh, there we go. There's one. Tyler McWhorter.
Holy cow, what a save.
Yes. He made contact there with Evan Spencer.
I'm going to go back and look at it on my end here. So basically, the 96 washed up, got in the side of the 67, and wow.
That was some really good driving right there by Tyler McWhorter, because he saved that car from getting into the outside wall. I don't know how he did it, because that car was gone. Chris Brown, there we go. There's one of the Tide rides out there, and that one is a pretty one, man. I love the colors on that car. Chartreuse green, a little bit of orange, and Menards on there, and the Tide ride. Awesome. Daniel Jackson, he's working his way closer to the front. Started 10th, but he's mired back in 15th right now.
Yeah, it's still plenty of time for him, though. Even though the race is going pretty quick here, he'll have time to get back up there.
I wonder if I could send Chris Akers a message and tell him, look, dude, you got to get that car to victory lane today. I want to see that car in victory lane. TJ Buck back to the lead.
All right, Rudy, we're closing in on halfway in this one, buddy.
There's Jason. I see him in chat. He's pulling double duty tonight, modding the channel and adminning the race. Double duty for him tonight.
Man, that's a busy guy, Rudy.
I'm telling you, yeah, it is pretty busy. I don't really care for adminning. It's too much responsibility. But he does an excellent job of it, I'm telling you. Krispy Kreme car, last one on that lead pack. And then we got a second group back here, about 2.7 seconds back, working together. They're staying just out of the reach in case something gets a little hairy up there in the front, that they have time to check up.
Everybody doing
Huh?
Everybody doing a good job though, Rudy.
Sure.
Not having any issues.
Yes, sir. Chris Brown, Daniel Jackson, they passed up Eric Green. Up on the high side there is Tyler McWhorter. He just keeps dropping. He's going to have to go back behind Frank Scovran. Now, Scovran we have not talked about yet today. He's been quietly bringing the Skull car up through. Just kind of quiet, not making any waves or anything out there. Good job by them.
Inching his way up.
Yep. Jonathan Platt now 24th position for him. And these guys are, well, about a half a lap behind the leaders. And he was up there and led 2 laps already. So, man, these guys, they've got a lot of work to do right now. Working with P.J. O'Leary and Randy Post.
That battle for the lead's heating up as TJ Buck and the 82 machine of Dan Harrington going at it here. A lot of help here from the 21 of Daniel Holloway and the 4 of Chris Akers. Respectively, looks like the 82 of Dan Harrington on down to the bottom line.
Yes, sir. He comes down in front of the Captain Crunch car. TJ Buck, Chris Akers on that bottom row. That leaves the upper line there for Daniel Holloway. Daniel's already led 5 laps, so coming to the line, it looks like it's going to be Dan Harrington by about a half a fender.
I don't even know if it's a half a fender. I think it's a little closer.
Yeah.
That was close, bud.
That was real close.
That Krispy Kreme car, man, makes me want to go get some donuts.
No kidding, man. Jody Burke, coming from dead last on the field, running in 5th. The biggest mover out there right now, Matt.
But yeah, he's doing a great job. Moving his way up, taking care of the car. So I suspect we'll see him up near the front by the end of it. Totally.
Well, we're just a couple of laps from the halfway mark here, folks. I think it's just about time for a little crank it up. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right, folks, we're back, and right now, TJ Buck in the lead, showing the way here. Up on the high side, Daniel Holloway.
Yeah, Daniel doing a good job up there trying to lead the way. Man, oh man, what a race we're seeing out of 3 wide now. Justin Levine up near the wall, up with that 62. Look how much they're moving around here, Rudy.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious as to how much the wind. You heard Ted Manning say that the wind was really affecting these cars. And here they go. There were 3 wide again there. Justin Levine not giving up that upper line, and he's going to have to fall in behind the Krispy Kreme car. Just don't get any Krispy Kreme on that car.
Yeah, don't damage my chocolate-covered donut.
Right, yeah, yeah, there you go. Hey, Krispy Kreme and Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Oh. Here we go, 3 wide again. Got Warren on the inside. Jody
so
Burton in the
tight.
middle. Oh my gosh. And Harry Tiller. Oh, what's going on with Harry Tiller? A
It's
little
got to be
wiggle
the
there.
tires, Rudy. It's got to be the tires on the wind. It has to be tires on wind combination. They're moving around so much now at this point. This is insane.
Okay, he drops it to the bottom, so he's good. There comes Jody Burton down to the bottom. They left Justin Levine up there, and he finally gets it down on the bottom. Everybody's single file right now, led by Daniel Holloway.
I think you have to be single file right now, Rudy. I don't think you have a choice. I think the cars are moving around way too much.
Yep. Chris Akers going to the outside, looking for some help. Nobody biting on it at the moment here. He's doing it all by himself, though, with a run on Dan Harrington.
Chris Akers doing a good job now. He's got a little help with the 84. TJ Buck comes up to pick him up, and he does. Big shove out of Chris.
And TJ Buck just led that lap. Man, that was a huge run. Scott Warren still sitting there. Jody Burton goes to the back there of that pack. Back a little ways, Mitch Beaver and Kevin Spencer. These guys just trying to hang on to the draft of that front pack, but boy, they're losing ground to it pretty quick. Chris Brown leading this second group, now 7.2 seconds behind the leader, with Daniel Jackson, Eric Green, and Tyler McWhirter and Frank Scoverin taking up the last of that small pack.
Yeah,
and then the third pack is led by Mark Johnson, our points leader. Does not appear to be too worried about, the race finisher, because they got to go through pit stops yet. And
they do, Rudy.
We could see pit stops anytime. We could. They are in the window that they could make it from here on fuel. So, and they're 3 wide up in the front. EJ Buck in the middle, and Chris Akers.
Boy.
Wow, he brought Harry Tiller with him. Harry actually pushed Chris Akers to the lead that time.
Yes, he
nice.
did. Now, you notice how quick the cars dissipated from 3 wide. If you had newer tires, you could have ran around here 3 wide. But they just can't do it right now. They just can't. It's too hard on them, Rudy. All right, now the 84 of TJ Buck out front. Well, trying to get that lead from Chris Akers, but Justin just giving him enough of a push, maybe. Down the back straightaway, big push out of the 1. Justin doing all he can, but no, Chris back on the bottom. Got to help with the 21 of Daniel. Daniel Holloway down there in that 21 machine. The 62, that's going to be the 82 of Dan Harrington. Not the 62, I apologize about that. Behind them, you have the 63 of Jody Burton and that Krispy Kreme Donuts Ford Mustang. As we're 47 laps into this one, down through the corner they come now. Nice pack of cars, everybody doing exactly what they need to do to keep it clean. A little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving, but not too bad right now. Again, we're getting near pit stop. We're 47 laps into this thing. Pit stops have to be imminent here pretty soon.
Yeah, they've got 27 laps on this tank of fuel. So, yeah, they've got to be thinking about it. Chris Akers goes to the outside there in front of TJ. Oh! Bumper! A little bumper hook there by TJ Buck. And that just opened the door for Justin Levine to slip in there as they're 3 wide again. Harry Tiller coming up the middle. And, boy, the one that lost out on that was TJ Buck, Matt.
Yeah, TJ really got shoved out of the groove here. He's going to lose multiple positions. Down there, now back there with 25. Oh, got to get a name on that for you.
The 25 of Mitch Beaver. Yeah, these guys have caught back up. So, but Chris Akers, man, I'm telling you what, him and Justin Levine up here in the front battling. Chris wants to win this so bad. I think he can taste it, Matt.
Oh, yeah, he's fighting for it this week. I don't think I've seen Chris fight the lead this hard.
I know it.
This soon.
And he just led another lap. Trying to come out of here with the most laps led tonight. There's another bonus point under the belt. see, what do we have here? Daniel Holloway's led 9. Justin Levine led 1. Harry Tiller's led 4. Dan Harrington has led 2. TJ Buck has led 15. So right now, TJ's led the most laps out of anybody.
Yeah, TJ really wanting to get the most laps led here, but now if you look the way they run right now, if it finished right now, Rudy, I think Justin Levine would beat TJ for that final spot. Because if you look, those cars separating them, each one of that at least a point. At least.
Yep.
If not more.
I'll tell you, these guys are putting on one heck of a show up here in the front right now. Randy, what happened to Randy? Randy. Is he still in here? No, he probably left. Randy, why did you leave, dude? I drag you into the booth here and talk to you. He's in chat. Come on back in TeamSpeak.
Yeah, Randy, come back on in with us, buddy. We'll sit and yak with you for a minute. I don't know what happened to Randy's car there. That's
I don't know either.
Oh, it's a pack now. It's supposed to work their way around some lap cars.
Oh, it's getting tight. Yeah. That was Jonathan Platt and PJ O'Leary. They just go a lap down.
Oh, man, that's got us hurt for PJ.
Oh,
now,
PJ into the wall.
Just seeing his chase hopes evaporate in front of him.
I know it. Yeah, that could really, well, he's outside looking in right now. He's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and I will tell you guys from experience, as a driver, it rips your heart out to get that close and not make the chase.
Yeah. I guess Randy's not going to come back in TeamSpeak. He doesn't want to talk to us. He doesn't love us anymore, Matt.
Oh, no.
Holloway to the lead. Big push by Justin Levine. And Holloway leads that lap.
Holloway doing a good job. Man, this is what good racing these guys produce. Every week, it doesn't fail. They do a great job.
Hey, Randy did come back. Let me see if I can get him down here. Randy, what happened, brother? Be nice now.
Oh, it was an accident. Somebody got into the back of me a little too hard and spun me around.
Well, we seen you struggling there. It looked like you were almost washed up in front of the leaders. But, man, pit stops are happening. Harry Tiller coming to pit road.
Yeah, Harry bringing it down here.
Him and Mitch Beaver, looks like, coming in together. Good. He's going to have somebody coming in with him. So we are seeing final pit stops happening. But,
yeah, we are.
Well, sorry about, again, this week, Randy. Boy, you just not having some good races lately. What's going on?
I'm not sure. I just caught a string of bad luck, and you know what? Hopefully next week I can bring it back and we can do good.
It's time to turn that around, brother.
Absolutely.
Yes. You got to make that bad luck into some good luck.
Absolutely.
Well, we'd love to see you in Victory Lane because, man, I think that's a sweet-looking ride you got there. And I know you got the talent to do it. It takes a lot of talent in these super speedway races and a lot of patience.
Yeah, I've got patience. I don't know about the talent. We'll try our best next week.
All right. Well, thank you for coming back in. I just wanted to chat with you a minute and find out what happened. But no chance of you getting back out there, huh?
No. I think I ran out of talent tonight.
You already used your reset and all that? Or?
Big
Oh, no! TJ Buck involved in that.
Trouble.
Oh, no.
A lap car, Rudy, was in the middle of the track as the pack come up on him.
Wow, what the heck? Oh, my gosh. We got to go back and look at this. Thank you, Randy.
Yep, no problem.
I mean, you're welcome to stick around if you want, or you got to go.
I got out of the session, so I can't. I can't keep up.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Yep, no problem. You guys have a good race.
All right. You too.
All right. Bye.
All right. I'm watching TJ Buck here now as they come up on this lap car. That is the 25 there, Mitch Beaver, and I don't know what Mitch was thinking. Wow, what was he thinking right there? And nowhere for TJ to go.
I'm going to take up for Mitch just a little bit. I think he panicked. I think, to be honest with you, he panicked.
Yeah, I think
He
you're
knew
right.
he was in a bad spot, and you see, if you watch it closely, his car will move left or right
Yep.
just a little bit. That's him trying to figure, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? It's like a deer caught in the headlights.
Yep.
It don't know which way to move. And unfortunately,
well,
he right there. He tried to go high. He tried to get out of the way.
Yeah.
To it.
Man, that's just too bad, man. That took out some good drivers. Well, this kind of knocks out making it for the last final pit stop here. A lot of guys needed to come to pit road for the final pit stop. So this will do it right here. I think we're going to see pretty much everybody come to pit road. Fresh tires and, 4 brand new feel goods on that car. Going to make a big difference.
And to be fair, for the viewers that are watching this, you looked at it and say, well, why didn't he go right? I'm telling you, by the time he realized he was in trouble, there was nothing he could do.
Yep. Yeah, when they're coming at you 3 wide like that, which lane do you want me to go in? Because you got all 3 of them taken up.
Yeah, I mean, he had done entered the track. He could have got back to the apron, but he was out of time.
Yep.
He was just completely out of time.
Well, Chris Akers out first. Daniel Holloway second. Very good pit stop. I'm going to assume that he may have only taken fuel.
I don't know about doing that.
I don't know. But we'll see here. Let's get a word in here with Dan Harrington. Dan Harrington, you got a copy?
I do.
Well, you got fresh tires, full of fuel, enough to make it to the end here easily. What do you got for them leaders? You've been up there and led a couple of laps and got a taste of what it's like.
It's going to take a lot of luck. I mean, I'm still calming down from that narrow miss that we just had there. But I'm just going to keep being patient for now. It's gotten me this far unscathed. So I'm going to keep being patient. We're going to wait until it winds down a little bit more, and then we're going to make another push to the front.
Very good, very good. Well, some guys were saying that the wind was bothering them out there, and other guys saying they didn't even feel it. What's your feel on that?
I've been noticing a lot of guys have been weaving around. I haven't picked up on that so much. My big thing is getting a little too focused on the guy ahead of me, and if they get on the apron a little bit, I end up gnawing on it myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, I see the wind's calming down a little bit now, down to 3 miles an hour. But at times we've seen it upwards of 14 miles an hour. So it's got to be affecting the cars a little.
I think where I've noticed it is either being on the front stretch or the back stretch, the car seems to bog down a little bit if I get against the wind, I think.
Yep. And now it's picking back up to 9 miles an hour. Wow. Coming out of the northeast, 10 miles an hour. Boy, I'll tell you, it's changing a lot. So must be pretty windy down there in Florida right now. So, all right, we'll let you go, Dan. Good luck out there. Bring it home for a win here tonight.
All right, thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, very good, very good. Yeah, that wind is something else, ain't it?
Yes, it is. Now, PJ O'Leary, it looks to be your first car 1 lap down as of now. He just exited pit road. We'll see if he ends up getting a wave around here. It's a free pass. I don't know if he will or not. PJ really needs it at this point. He's setting 21st. He's got to get back in the game here.
Yes. Yeah, now he pitted, so doesn't that mean he won't get the way by?
That would be my guess.
He may not get it.
He may not. He might need another yellow.
But he had to pit, Matt. You know,
yep,
he needed the fuel. So now the guy that has got the most laps out here on this stint, Jim Peterson, he did not. I think he just did a quick fuel. No, he didn't even do that. He didn't even come to pit road. So he's going to be starting in 18th. He'll be one of the cars that'll get the iRacing way by, along with Alexander Russell, Mark Johnson, our points leader, and Harry Tiller. So these guys will be at the tail end of the lead lap. They did not pit. I think they're hoping for a quick caution here.
Yeah, that's kind of what they're hoping for. It's just you can't really blame them either. It's a gamble either way. So.
Yep. Well, real quick here, I wanted to Chris, I don't want to bring you any bad luck or put the MaxSpeedTV jinx on you, but gosh, I'm telling you, I want to see that Reese's Peanut Butter Cup car in victory lane tonight, brother.
That makes two of us tonight. Hopefully I get it there tonight.
Man, we got our fingers crossed, our toes crossed. I got my eyes crossed, my hair crossed, everything.
Hopefully it won't end like last week did. Hopefully
I know
we'll get this
it.
race finished under green and be great.
I know it. Well, we wish you the best of luck out there, Chris.
I appreciate it.
All right. Yep, gotta wish him the best of luck, man. That he needs it. I'd love to see that car in victory lane. I think it would look beautiful in victory lane.
Oh. Yeah, it would, Rudy. It would be a beautiful car out there in victory lane as the lights are out on the iRacing pace car. I'll get them going one more time here for you, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. There's nothing left to wait on, guys. You got to run hard now at this point. You're getting to that point of the race now. The lights are off on the pace car. Chris Akers and Daniel Holloway on the front row. Dan Harrington third. TJ Buck in fourth. Fifth is Tyler back there. And we will get ready to go green. Lights off. And they're on the loud pedal one more time. A nice even start from that front row. TJ Buck now sucking up on that 21 machine of Daniel. So let's see as they go into turns 1 and 2, which you'll see the outside line gets to carry all that momentum on the high side. But here comes the 82 of Dan Harrington. Oh boy, it's going to be tight off of two. But Chris with a good push from there.
Yeah, he is pushing the daylights out of Chris Akers right now. Man, TJ Buck back into it here. Had to use a reset, I'm sure.
Yeah, you would think he would have to at this point.
Well, are we going to see another caution here, Matt? What do you think?
Well, I'm going to fire up my way back machine and say, yeah, I think so.
I think you're right. I think we're going to see it. Anthony Kieswetter back here. He is the last one on the lead lap. 20th place. He does have some cars ahead of him that hoping to maybe hold on to the draft with. But Chris Akers, man, I'm telling you, he wants this win like you can't even fathom.
Yeah, the 82 Dan Harrington right there with him, giving him a good shove again. I've never seen Chris fight for the lead like this.
I know it.
Usually he's willing to drop back and kind of push his way back up. Not tonight. It's everything I can do to stay up front and hold this position.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you have to be, when passing is so difficult on a track like this, you have got to be beyond any expectations, aggressive, beyond anything you've ever done, and that's why I think you see a lot of guys get into each other, bumper hooks and stuff like that, because the guys are driving their hearts out right now. They're doing everything they can. It's like, gosh, it's just like you're almost at a stalemate. All the way up the hill. And TJ Buck again getting that bumper hook off of Holloway.
Actually, Rudy, I think that TJ gave the 21 such a shove, got him sideways, and TJ had to back out of the throttle.
Oh man, and he is dropping way back in the field, but he's okay. He does have a little bit of right side damage on the car, though. You can see where he has tapped the wall. So now he's probably not going to be as fast as he once was.
And if you're adjusting, you're sitting there licking your chops now.
Yeah.
Now this is what you need to get in the chase. You got to put cars between you and TJ Buck.
Yep. Justin Levine, he needs a win is what he needs right now. A win would be everything to help him in the points. That's what he needs. Chris Akers, Chris is pretty much out of it. I don't think there's a chance. Oh, they're going to get hooked. Oh, no. I didn't.
Oh, no.
I did not just see that.
Oh, no. Chris up and over.
I'm telling you, that took out almost the whole field here. Oh, my gosh. Let's go back and take a look here and ride along with Chris Akers. Just some contact there or something. We'll see. He's getting a good push by Dan Harrington all the way on the outside. They come out of turn 4. They seem to be okay. All the way coming up on the outside. Oh, right there is Dan Harrington got into Holloway, and that's what started. Man, why do I get the hiccups? And this is going to collect Levine. That puts Levine into the wall. All these guys in the front here are wrecked. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Akers up over Jody Burton. Burton's going to come out of it okay, I think. Wow, look at this. This is a mess. A total mess right here.
Hey, I'm pretty much speechless at this point.
Me too. I don't even... Man, amazing.
What can you say? The luck of Chris.
I know it.
Chris's luck is just...
Well, there goes the MaxSpeedTV jinx right there. I just jinxed them. These guys are not going to want to talk to me anymore, Matt. I'm telling you.
we're not going to get any interviews. Everybody's going to watch these races and be like, I'm not getting interviewed. I'm muting my mic.
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
Don't feel bad. Over on Extreme Sim with me, I've got the same genes going on there, Rudy. I do the same thing to people. I talk to them and nope, they're wrecked.
Yeah. Yep, I know it. I don't know why that always happens like that, but... Well, let's see if Chris can go to pit road here. If he does have a reset left, he may be able to get back into it.
So many cars involved.
Jody Burton, he's coming in to get checked out. Justin Levine, of course, man, that car, Justin went through, I think he got hit by every car out there on that one.
Yeah, I believe so.
That was, man. Yeah, he had a reset left. Let's see if Chris Akers has got a reset. I think he does. Well, no, here. Oh, man, you got to be kidding me. Trying to find his pit box. He's struggling to find his pit box. And he does have a reset. Good deal. Very good. He's back in it. He's not out of it. But Dan Harrington leading. Eric Green second. Alexander Russell in third. Mark Johnson in fourth. Our points leader. So I think it's about time that we talk to, where is Alexander Russell? Find him. There he is. We're down there. Alexander Russell, you got a copy? Alexander Russell, do you have a copy? I told you these guys aren't going to want to talk to me, Matt.
Yep.
They're afraid I'm going to jinx them.
Yep.
There he is. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, we were afraid maybe you didn't want to talk to us because we just jinxed Chris Akers there. We talked to him just before you guys went back to green, and when you know it, he got wrecked out. So I hope that the MaxSpeedTV jinx is gone for the rest of the night. So
yeah, me too. I mean, it's been almost a year since my last win in this series, and what it would mean most is to get a win here in these cars.
Well, you had a very, very fast qualifying effort there starting on the pole. What happened to you after that? Did you just kind of drift back on your own? Was that kind of, a scheduled plan to just kind of fall back a little bit and let the chips fall where they may?
Yeah, I mean, very beginning we had such good qualifyings because some lucky wind, I guess, but the goal was we started on the front row and we just had to quickly lead a lap to get some bonus points and drop back and try and work our way up towards the later stages of the race.
Well, then here we are at the late stage of the race. Going to have probably about 13 to go when you get the green. So do you have a partner up here to work with? I see the points leaders right behind you.
Yeah, I have some few secret partners hiding around here that I can hopefully work with, but I need to try and finish this one good because I'm just barely on that cut line for the playoffs. I need to get working hard, but I feel like tonight might be the night that something could happen.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I wish you the best of luck out there, Alexander. I think you're going to need it for a little while.
All right. Well,
all right. Good luck. All right. Very good. Very good. Dan Harrington, Eric Green, Alexander Russell, Mark Johnson, and Alex Kinsler, the top 5.
Yes, they are there, Rudy. Also, we'll update you in chat. Got a comment from Jason himself. He said, Rudy's still jinxing.
Yeah. I can't help it, Jason. I mean, I don't know what. I guess I'm going to have to start doing some voodoo stuff or something to ward off that jinx. I don't know. I don't know what to do to ward it off. Get a bunch of candles lit around here and have a seance or something to ward off all the evil jinxes, I guess. I don't know, man. Well, Eric Green going to start on the outside. Now, Eric's got quite a bit of damage on that car. And but I do want to mention Mark Johnson's got a little bit too.
Yeah, just a little bit there. I think they'll both be okay, but you know that kind of happens with plate racing. These cars can, well, the car could also be really sensitive. It really depends.
Yeah.
It's hard to call with damage to the plate track.
Well, T.J. Buck now back into 7th. Chris Akers, which was actually, I think, had the most laps led up till now, he is in 13th. So he's got a lot of work to do to get himself back up to the front, and he cannot waste any time at all, Matt, getting to the front.
No, he can't. Justin Levine as well back there, Myers in 17th. TJ right now is sitting there like, okay, I'm in 7th. Justin's in 17th. I just got to hang on here. But we'll see here, Rudy, what ends up happening.
All right.
All right. Looks like the lights are out on that iRacing Ford Mustang pace car, Rudy. We'll get ready to bring them back one more time. Pace car dive down pit road. That'll leave the field in the hands of Dan there. Dan, the man, hard in the gas. You're back going. The 88 machine, Alexander Russell right there with him as well. That car also involved in the points picture as I head off into 1 and 2. Alexander all over the back bumper of the 82, and the 411 machine really stacking the field up on the high side.
Well, look at this. Eric Green. Oh, my God. Almost went 4 wide right there. Harry Tiller thought better of that. That was a good choice by Harry Tiller. That was not a time to go 4 wide.
No, it wasn't. He just couldn't get going. That car had way too much damage, and it really stacked the field up there.
Well, they can't waste any more time. Justin Levine drops it to the bottom. I think they're all kind of feeling right now that Mark Johnson does have some damage on his car, and he just doesn't seem to be very fast. Harry Tiller trying to get him back up into the mix of things. Chris Akers did not miss a lick, just as promised right there. He is back in it.
Meanwhile, we got him 3 wide for second. TJ Buck on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
TJ Buck on the bottom. The 350 machine of Alex in the middle, and the 58 on the very high side of Jim, trying to make something happen up there.
Yeah, and nobody's biting on that. I'm surprised that somebody didn't jump up there with Jim and try to push him up there and make it 3 wide, for the lead. So, but he is going to get passed up by Mark Johnson, Harry Tiller, and he's going to have to fall back in line here in front of Daniel Holloway. And he's not bringing it down.
No, he's not. He's just staying where he's at. The 88 now right there on the high side. Just running his line there. Oh, we'll contact there with Chris in the 350. Jeez, that was close.
Yes, sir. Chris Akers all over Alex Kinsler, excuse me, as Alexander Russell and Dan Harrington battle it out. Harrington in the lead. And Harrington could really use this win tonight. He's 8th in the points. This would really jump him up the leaderboard quite a bit. The one that is on the bubble, though, T.J. Buck.
Oh, man, T.J. working that bottom lane, man. Just fighting for his playoff life here. Trying to get in. Chris Akers doing everything he can on the high side, giving a big shove to that 350 machine. Alex there doing everything he can as well. Weston 10 to go here, so this is going to be interesting, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Harrington and Alexander Russell on the front. Coming to 9 to go this time by. If it stays green, I'll tell you, this pack here has pulled away a long ways away from 16th place, Jody Burton, which is by himself in the Krispy Kreme car. And then we got more.
Whoa, the 82 really sideways.
Oh, Harrington saving it. Wow, what a save. That is not a place you want to be doing that.
No, you don't. The 88 come down and blocked him, and he got sideways from the block. Now the 350 of Alex getting a big shove from Chris. Look at Chris Akers giving.
Yes, he is, and Kinsler just led his first lap. And they brought Mark Johnson along with them.
Where did he come from?
Wow, that upper line really got a push, I'm telling you. Chris Akers going to the outside. He wants this win. The MaxSpeedTV jinx is off. I word it off right now. X is out, fingers uncrossed, hair uncrossed. Oh, 88. Whoa, man. It's getting nail biting now. You know, I paid for the whole seat and I'm sitting right on the edge of it. What the heck?
Yeah, me too.
Mark Johnson.
Mark now sideways.
Man.
Levine to the middle. Holy moly.
Harry Tiller up high. Mark Johnson has not. Oh, he did lead one lap. Okay, he's led one lap, so he did get a bonus point. But now he wants the win. He can taste the victory to stay ahead of Harry Tiller. Harry Tiller only 16 points behind him and only about 5 or 6 positions behind him on the track right now.
Mark Johnson now getting a big shove from Chris Akers. Akers doing all he can. Whoa, it's crossover, 3 wide now.
Oh my gosh, Chris Akers up the middle. They're going to shuffle Mark Johnson out of it.
Wow, what a move. Chris doing everything he can to get that car to the lead. Here comes Justin Levine. Where did he come from?
I don't know, man. This is getting crazy. Mark Johnson dropping like a rock back here. He's going to have to go clear back to the back of this pack.
That's too bad.
Chris Akers, Alex Kinsler.
The battle is on, Rudy. TJ Buck and Justin Levine right there separated by 1 car. Who's going to make it into the top 12? Who's going to see their playoff hopes fade?
Kinsler 10th in the points. Oh, no, hook job by Kinsler. Oh, man. Oh, Akers into it.
Johnson's around.
And no caution. No caution.
Yellow.
You've got to be kidding me, folks. You've got to be kidding me. Let's see what happened here. I think it was a bumper hook on Kinsler. They are still green. They're not going to be throwing the caution here with 6 to go. Coming to 5 to go. All right, I'm on board here with Kinsler. Let's see what happens. It looks like a little sawing there by the 88. And right there, he hooks him right across the nose of Chris Akers. Oh, both of them, their nights are over. I'm surprised the caution did not come out on that. I am really shocked.
I think as far as admin from Jason's perspective, I think he's trying to let this thing play out.
Sure. Well, no, I agree with that, but I'm just saying I'm surprised that iRacing didn't pick up that caution. Well, we got Harry Tiller and Alexander Russell up here bidding for the win. Justin Levine.
Yeah, they're all right there. I wonder, Rudy, if they've got the yellows turned off and letting Jason in.
Well, they may be. I'm not sure, but wow, that was crazy. And
Levine on the high side now with help.
Yeah, he's got help up there.
Or Scott's, excuse me.
Here comes TJ Buck up to give Alexander Russell a little help. 67, Tyler McWhirter. Tyler drops it to the bottom. They leave Harry Tiller out to dry.
Here they come. They're catching up some lap traffic here, and we've seen that as a problem earlier in the race. They'll work their way through. Look at TJ Buck doing everything he can.
Yes,
now, he's trying to get to Justin Levine. That's the battle. He knows if he can finish in front of him, he'll be in good shape.
Well, Alexander Russell on the outside, doing a great job. Harry Tiller, those two making it work out there with only two of them. But now up to the high side, Terry McWhirter, he jumped up there for a second, but he's got a little bit of damage on his car. He's waiting for these guys behind him. Daniel Jackson and Daniel Holloway, they're closing up on this. So they're going to make this a 8-car battle to the end.
Holy cow.
I'm telling you, I don't even know. 3 to go right now, coming to 2 to go next time by. Justin Levine, Alexander Russell.
Oh boy, it's side by side now.
What's going to happen here? Who's going to be, when it comes down to the last lap, all bets are off for teammates.
Oh yeah.
They might work good together all race long, but the last lap, it's all over. They're coming up on lap traffic here, Matt.
Yeah, they are. They got to work their way around one lap car. TJ Buck back there as well.
Nice job around that.
Nice. TJ Buck back there desperately trying to get some help.
Yeah,
nobody helping him.
Nobody's helping him. That could be, oh man, that's going to be costly for him because he needed this. Levine on the bubble. So is TJ Buck.
We're coming to the white flag at Daytona. We'll come around, we'll see the white flag waving. Justin Levine on the bottom, fighting for his playoff fly. TJ Buck doing anything he can to get back caught up to them. And we've got a battle for the lead all at the same time, Rudy. White flags in the air now.
That's right.
The line. Alexandra's in the lead.
And 1 to go, folks. That's right. I forgot about that. Jason said that when we're in 6 to go, they don't throw cautions. That's right. I forgot about that. That was the new thing that they're trying. But last lap, Justin Levine, Alexander Russell. Who is going to win this, folks?
Levine with a big push down
the yes, Scott Warren.
Oh, what's Scott going to do in turns 3 and 4?
I'll tell you, if Harry Tiller did not have that little bit of damage on his car, he could probably push Alexander Russell to the win, but it's not going to happen today.
Not going to happen, but here comes the 76.
Scott Warren to the outside. Oh, my gosh. And whoa, Scott Warren gets a second, but Justin Levine brings it home here, folks. Wow, what a finish right there at the line. Let me go back and let's check this out, folks, at the very end. While we're getting the guys down here, I will slow it down for you. But what a finish, I'm telling you. TJ Buck bringing it home here today.
Wow.
We'll slow it right down for you as they come to the line here. You can see them all lining up, ready to try to get this win away from Justin Levine. All right, well, we'll be right back with the guys here and talk to them and see how the race went. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Justin Levine. Justin, congratulations on that victory, man. That was one heck of a hard-fought battle all the way to the bitter end. So tell me about it.
Oh, my God. My heart's still beating out of my chest. That was awesome. I got to thank Scott right off the bat. If he didn't stay with me right there, I don't think we would have been able to beat Alex and Harry there.
Well, he pulled out at the last second there on the, which he should do. I mean, if he wouldn't have done that, I'd have been kind of disappointed. But he pulled out on that last little bit there coming off of turn 4 and tried to get a push there, but nobody was going to push him. Everybody wanted their own, everybody wanted to get to the victory first. But, man, I'll tell you what, we had a couple of cautions here tonight. You got involved in a couple of them. But tell me about some of the racing out there, how difficult it was to even try to pass somebody.
with the new setup, we put a lot more tape on it. We normally run like I think 25 or 20% tape, and we had it at 40, so it really made it difficult timing the run, and you really couldn't push for that much for that much, and you had to basically figure it out throughout the whole race. And good thing it was 80 laps, because by the end, I think everyone really figured it out there.
Well, I'm not sure if mathematically this is going to put you into the chase or lock you in or not. We'll find out probably here. I don't know. I think Matt's trying to do a little math on it and see. But you led some laps here. You win the race. Good showing for you. And I think you probably beat a couple of guys that you were going to be in battle to make it into the chase. So, but what's it mean to win here tonight at Daytona?
Oh, it's huge. Especially, I think that might be 3 in a row, or definitely 2 in a row. I owe it to my teammates, everybody just helping me out, just trying to get me into the playoffs after missing so many races due to work and different schedule and stuff. Wow. But definitely means a lot to be either locked in or just make the cut. Definitely want to be part of the playoffs here. Oh, heck yeah, man. Yeah, well, it would be good to see you in there, because I think you did an excellent job here tonight. You had a lot of really tough guys around you there coming to the checkered flag. So for you to beat some of these guys, Harry Tiller and Scott Warren, Alexander Russell, these guys were battling hard up there. And for you to beat them, that says a lot about your talent. So, well, who you got to thank for this win, Justin? Definitely Max Speed. You guys do such an awesome job. Can't wait to go back and watch the replay there. Oh my God, the broadcast. The admins, Jason and Ted. What a great job they do. And my team Excalibur. Yes, sir. Excalibur to the win. So, all right, brother. Well, we'll see you next week. And I hope when all the points are tallied up, I hope you make it in, because I know you were right on the edge of the cut right there. So, but good luck in that, and good luck in the race next week. Thank you. Have a good night. All right. Yeah, before you go there, Justin, I got a little announcement here, Rudy. From my the math that I've got shows Justin in. Okay. From what I'm seeing, added up. It's not official. Right. Unofficial. Unofficially, but awesome. From what I'm seeing, you're in. Awesome. Awesome. Hope so. Good. All right. Well, Matt, you got second place? All right, I do. I've got second here. Scott, you got me there, buddy? Yes, sir. Man, what a finish. Just from one talk me through that last lap there, that was insane.
Oh, well, first of all, Justin Levine's a hell of a race car driver. I got to tell you, man. Listen, there's no two ways about it. This kid run, and I say kid because I'm probably twice his age. He runs 6-7 days a week, and he wins in everything he's in. So it's a hell of a lot of fun to run with a guy of that caliber. And then you look around the rest of our room at Excalibur, and geez, man, it's a lot of fun every week. That said, Alex Russell, he's got a lot of speed. So if he's up front, he's going to give you a charge. And Harry, you wreck 8 times in a race and still put a car up in the top 6. I mean, kudos to Harry. Harry's tough every week. Man, heck of a lot of fun. That's what plate racing should look like, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh man, that was the whole night was a blast. It looked like y'all had a fun time out there, man. It was just fun to watch. I don't even know what to say, man. You did a great job.
Yeah, there was a lot of managing of what was going on in terms of cars coming and going. This particular package, and kudos again to the guys that set it up. This particular package allowed you to play conservative if you want. You could drop 3 cars back and sort of watch things develop in front of you, or you could really get aggressive. But yeah, managing temps was a thing, and that's what we were doing there for the last 2-3 laps, just getting in position to make a push. Luckily, sorted in, filed in behind Justin for the last few laps, and man, I was watching that gauge. I'm asking my guys, how long can I push when this thing's blanking? And managed to keep it clean and green until the end. And man, that's a pretty picture. I'm just looking at that finish right now. 76, the 21, the 1, the 70. Yeah, this is good stuff right here.
Yeah, yes, it is, man. On a funny note on getting hot, I actually ran one the other day, man, and I blew it up in the trial coming to the check.
That's the way she'll do. That's the way she'll do with this 40% tape. Honestly, it's sorting the men from the boys a little bit, and this racing is reminiscent of some stuff that I used to do, and it's starting to feel like the level of competition is coming up to where I think the Manning Electrical Super Speedway Series wants it to be. So car turnouts every week are starting to improve, which is amazing, and incredibly, in my opinion, my estimation, the quality of racing is actually improving along with it. So Ted and the guys on the admin staff should be really proud of what's going on here, and I'm really stoked for them. Stoked that we got a green flag finish of this kind of caliber, man. This is you got to savor these ones when they happen like this, for sure.
Most definitely. All righty, man. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I gotta thank Ted and the MESS series. I love that acronym. Manning Electrical Super Speedway. I gotta thank Max Speed. You know, we're all fans of you guys. You know that. And my teammates in the Excalibur room and the guys that float in and out of that room every week. Jeff Meyer. This week we had Chris Brown in there too. I got to give a shout out to Gary Champion, man. Listen, if this story isn't out there yet, there's a picture floating around of the injury Mr. Champion suffered, and I got to tell you, that's one of the most gruesome things I've ever seen. He's fine. He's healthy. He's short a bit in terms of parts, I think. But I hope we get to see the A-Team back out here soon, because he's another guy that just ups the game for us and for everybody else that races with him.
Yeah, so. Last week we had a moment of silence, if you remember. That was per Ted Manning. Ted told me to do that for Gary Champion's thumb. Listen,
do not... Here's a tip for all the kids listening. Do not Google hacksaw blade to thumb. Just don't. No, not hacksaw. Sorry, table saw. Even better. Oh. Do not try to stop a table saw blade with your thumb. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks again to my Excalibur teammates, you boys up in the booth, for making it happen every week, and obviously my girl Carrie, my boy Bennett, my boy Landon, and everybody that makes This Is War happen. Check out my band page, official This Is War band, at facebook.com. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
All righty.
All right, we got third place, Daniel Holloway. Daniel, you beat Alexander Russell to the line by 10/1000ths of a second. Unbelievable. Yeah. What did you think of that finish? I mean, you were right in the mix of it all the way to the bitter end.
I tell you what, last 10 laps when I got shuffled all the way back to 15th, and then that scrummage in front of us where some wrecked, and me and Jackson in the 71, we were clean and we took advantage, and then I didn't think we were going to catch, but when 5 to go, we were less than 2 seconds, and I'm sure you guys were seeing us two slowly catching and coming, and right there with 2 to go, we caught this big pack, and I told Scott and Justin, I said, hold on the white flag, because I was pushing hard, and that's what got Justin and Scott. And then when Scott went up to the lane, I just had so much momentum. I so wanted Scott to win, and you know, that's one heck of a finish. You know, proud of my boys, Team Excalibur.
I'm telling you, man, that was absolutely off the chain. I mean, you guys right there, the top 6, all within 1/10 of a second.
Yeah, that's one heck of a finish. I don't think we've had that type of finish on a green flag like that.
Nope, that was pretty awesome. Well, what was the racing like out there for you, Daniel? Because I know it was up and down a lot of, we had a few cautions here tonight, not too bad actually. And but some guys were saying that the wind was kind of throwing the cars around. Other guys said that they didn't feel it.
I didn't feel it. It was more of timing in the corners, bumper, getting afraid to get bumper hooked. I know I got in that one caution when it was a neck code. There was no way. Justin and I were pretty much, bumper to bumper. It just went straight left, and Ted came on the announcement saying that there was space between us, so that was kind of weird. But other than that, wow, what a race. That was fun at the end when me and Jackson was coming on strong and quick and fast. This package was pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely. You guys put on a heck of a show there. A great finish. But who you got to thank for your third place finish today, Daniel?
I'd like to thank Ted Manning, Manning Electric, for this league, Max Speed, putting a great broadcast. Got to thank my boys, Team Excalibur, Justin, great win, 3 times in a row. Man, somebody's going to break it, but hopefully a teammate is going to break that streak.
You betcha.
Scott, definitely good job second. Jackson, I wish should have been 1, 2, 3, 4 for him, but Russell and Harry, I knew they were going to be hard to pass on there, and yeah, good finish. And I like to shout out to everybody who was watching tonight. Friends, family, Sarah, Amanda, Ashley, and all them.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for talking with us there, Daniel. And congrats on making it into the chase, by the way. And I hope to see you up there next week, trying to get those points built back up. So good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a great night. See you next week.
All right. All right, Matt, we're going to run down through the final results here.
All righty.
Justin Levine coming home with the win. Scott Warren second. Daniel Holloway third. Alexander Russell fourth. Daniel Jackson finishing in fifth. Harry Tiller sixth. Those guys all within 1/10 of a second. That was amazing. I mean, you just, with a pack like that, you just never know who's going to win, you know. TJ Buck did come home 7th place after a great run here tonight. Kevin Spencer in 8th, Tyler McWhorter 9th, and Matt Kleinschmidt will finish in 10th.
All righty, in 11th, I've got Jim Peterson. 12th is Dan Harrington. 13th is Mark Johnson, man. Heartbreak from Mark here tonight. Had a good run going. Jody Burton in 14th. 15th is Anthony Kisswetter. Chris Akers in 16th, man. Chris, that MaxSpeedTV jinx was real, wasn't it?
Oh, man, I'm telling you, I am so sorry, Chris. Hope he ain't mad at me.
Jonathan Platt in 17th, Jeffrey Muir in 18th. Eric Green brings it home in 19th. TJ O'Leary misses the chase, unfortunately bringing it home in 20th. Rough night for him. Alex Kinsler in 20th scored as well. That's odd.
21st.
Oh, he'll be 21st. Chris Brown 22nd. Frank Scove ran 24th.
Third. Let me finish him.
Yeah, mine's messed up.
Yeah, Mitch Beaver 24th. Randy Post 25th. Brian Neals 26th. Ted Manning. Oh man, that was a heartbreaker there. He just broke into the top 20 in points. This is going to hurt him pretty bad. So he finishes 27th, and Joey Amanta 28th on the field. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching tonight, folks. So we appreciate it. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video. Not a thumbs down, as we see some troll had to do. But make sure you follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. And check out our website for the full schedule here at MaxSpeedTV. But until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.